Hello there, internet people. Um, or whoever's watching this, doesn't have to be someone that's that adept with the internet, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm going to address news. I mean, like what's happened with like the news and that. There's always it's always bad news. They never have anything good to say about anyone or anything, unless it's something like I don't know, some little girl finds a puppy and rescues it from like a forest or whatever. Fair enough, yeah, that's good. But like, I mean, come on, really. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, she saved that puppy up. Like, that's so amazing. Like, no, I'm sorry. That is good news, but it's not like worthy of like being acknowledged as like this overly amazing, exaggerated thing. Um, I mean, like, yeah, you just don't hear good news anymore. Um, I miss the days when it was like when Princess Diana was still alive, and she was going out to like all them minefields and helping people with all the charities and all of that. Talking like just helping out, and she was doing a good thing. And that was obviously reported on the news. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people heard about that. That's what made her so well known, and as loved as she was. I mean, she was a great person, but you just don't hear of much good news anymore. It's always stuff like you know, someone got murdered or whatever, or how many other people got killed off in Iraq or Iran or whatever country they're in, because they just seem to be bouncing between like all the flipping like um, eastern countries and all of that, and it just seems like madness. Like to me, it seems like the Crusades, but the modern day version of Crusades, because all they're doing is going around, like, as I said, all the eastern countries, and like, there's no real reason for them to be there. I mean, if anyone can tell me what like the Iraq uniform looks like, then please, because to my knowledge, they're just killing normal people, like just just destroying normal people, killing kids and all of that, and it's just like this isn't a war. It's just an invasion. There's a difference, yeah? With a war, both sides have an army and a just reason for this war. Or actually, it doesn't even have to be a just reason in their eyes for a war. But it's just like, it's an invasion. They're going over there, invading over some bullshit excuse like, oh yeah, they've got weapons of mass destruction or whatever the latest big thing that these countries are supposedly have that they're going to use to wipe us out. When actually, in actual fact, it was countries like America, England, and Korea, and other countries like that that were supplying the eastern countries with weapons in the first place, which was in order for them to protect themselves, which is basic bullshit. It just means you give them some shit that they can fight with, so it doesn't make it look as bad when you go over there and fucking invade them and take them for everything they've got. Because you know they're gonna fight back. A country's not just gonna sit there and let you invade, take the mick out of them, and make them look like idiots. And that's all these little invasions are. They're not wars. There's no war about it. That's why there's some countries that are rioting now. Like, you heard about the whole Egypt thing and Syria, and I mean, everyone was jumping on the whole revolution bandwagon. You know what I mean? Let's get our our whoever, whatever, prime minister or minister of state or mayor, whatever, like they call them, their government official, their politicians and whatever. Fair enough. A lot of it was good because a lot of them politicians that were in a place of power were just doing like madness. I mean, Gaddafi for one, he was doing a lot of madness as well. So like Saddam Hussein, you know what I mean, people like that, and this whole thing with what is it, North Korea now? Now that Kim Jong Il's died, his son's taken over, but it's not. the good son, like the one that's actually like proper nice and all that. It's the one that's basically exactly like his father, which is what I have a problem with, because that's not solving anything. That's just perpetuating that legacy and all those problems to continue on into the future and get progressively worse. Because obviously his son is probably well, I'm guessing more intelligent, and obviously he's got a lot longer to live, so he can, create a lot more destruction and problems for people and just keep it going on. Um, but see what I mean, like things like that. I mean, but North Korea, obviously I'm not saying they're happy with their government, but they don't seem to sort of complain too much. And I don't blame them, to be honest with you, because right, if you saw how Kim was and some of the stuff that guy's done, it's just madness. But you see what I mean? Like, even me talking to you now about what it is, none of it's good news. It's all just like, they try and sugarcoat it and make it sound as if it's like, kind of good, but it's not. And then there's this whole thing with this, new cancer drug that's out. Actually, no, not, yeah, it's a new treatment. It's basically chemo. And basically, in the hospitals that they've had it in, there's this counterfeit one of this, chemo going around. And it's actually in hospitals, and the thing is, it's hard for the like, it doesn't have the actual ingredient in it that that fights the cancer, but because I'm guessing, because it's been counterfeited to such high quality and high standard, they're having a hard time comparing both and finding what the actual real difference is. So obviously that's like another like crazy thing that's gone on. And it just seems like day by day the world is getting crazier and crazier. And uh, there's a lot of good stuff out there, but it just goes unnoticed. I mean, things like celebrities like going on a flipping coke binge and destroying property of people, maybe like beating up a flipping prostitute or something. That's what news we get today, and that pisses me off, because that's not news, man. That's bullshit. I don't care about flipping, you know what I mean, like uh, whatever it is. Well, what's the latest? I don't even know what the latest thing is. But see, that's how out of the loop I am. Like, I don't care about celebrities. Like, they've got their lives, I've got mine. You know what I mean? I consider what happens in my life to be more important than what's going on in theirs, and I'm sure they obviously think the same about theirs. But I just don't think it should be publicized and talked about on such a large scale. I mean, they're just another person. The only thing that makes them a celebrity is that a lot more people know them than me. They've got more money than me, and that's literally it. Oh, and they do crazy shit with their money, like, I mean, ridiculous shit, like go out, blow out all their money and do some madness, like crash a car into a building or something. I mean, what was it? Lindsay Lohan got like put in jail a good few times for like driving under the influence. I mean, come on, how stupid can you be? You're a celebrity and you're going out and doing dumb stuff like that. But they know that if they don't go out and do dumb shit like that, they're going to become even more famous. It's just bullshit. But I suppose that's all I really wanted to sort of get at today. I didn't really want to make it super long or anything, but yeah, I'll just end it with a quote from a book that I like, that I really don't want to finish because I love it that much. But it's anyone can wake up and change in a blink of an eye, and I think that's a very important quote and something to think about. So I hope that's what you do.